Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is currently Friday after work, 5:51 to be exact. I stopped at the auto parts store to get some brake cleaner because today we are doing my injectors finally. Really hoping this will crack the code for why my engine codes are on. See what I did there? Anyway, yes, we are going to swap out my injectors today, and also I got a fuel filter, so I'm going to be replacing that. And hopefully that'll fix my misfires. Anyway, got the brake cleaner. Let's get to the house. Here she is. And before we begin, may I just say, please ignore all of these speckle spots. When I was polishing my headlights, I kind of flew it everywhere in my engine bay. So if you're seeing little speckly speckles, it's that, and we're gonna pretend it's an artistic touch, okay? Like I said, I want to kind of clean everything up over the winter in there anyway, but today, let me grab the goodies. We are pretty much ready to get started. I have my injectors here. I got everything from Rock Auto. These are my injectors, and then I also got, as I mentioned before, a Wix fuel filter. So, my injectors are under there on this side and under there on this side. So over here I have to, well actually on both sides I have to pop the shield off. There should be one on the other side as well, I just can't really see it yet. I might take off this tank just to have more room to work in there. Maybe the battery, I don't know. And then over here I'm going to unbolt my coolant reservoir, but not all the way, just enough so I can kind of move it out of the way without having to unhook everything. So I'm hoping to keep this all intact, just unbolt it from somewhere to kind of move it a little bit so I can get to the fuel rail, injectors out, new injectors in, everything back together, and we're good to go. And then also my fuel filter is right here, so we'll do that after. Ooh, also before I get started, I wanted to give y'all a little life update. New daily? Question mark? I had my 21 Impreza, but it was a lease, and I started it in January, and I got out of it last week, thank God, because of the chip shortage and whatnot. Dealerships want cars. I took my car in to see if they would buy it back for me, and they did, like on the spot, super quick. So, don't have a daily anymore. This car was sitting just in our driveway. It was meant for my brother, but my brother moved to California. Took a different car there, so he doesn't need it anymore. This is a Saturn Astra. If you don't know what these badges are, they are the brand Opel, which is a European company which was previously owned by GM, and they made these little hatches there. She's a little beat up, definitely needs some loving, but I am debating whether or not I want to do that or just sell it and then somebody else can do it. Either I want to fix it up and then sell it and use that money to go towards a nicer new daily, or just sell it as it is. I don't know. There's a couple codes that pop up. I don't really know what they're for. Maybe doing some content with that car while this car is just sitting and I'm waiting for the next thing to do. I don't know. Let's get cracking on these injectors. I'm going to start by pulling this tank out, which is just these two screws right here. And then hopefully I will have room to put my little hands in there, unbolt the shield, unbolt the fuel rails, like I said, blah, blah, blah. Let's get started. Wow, look at all this room for activities. That's exciting. So to take this shield off, it looks like there's a bolt here and here. So I'm going to start with those two and then see if that's it. There might be another one back in there, but I'm not sure. Let's start with these two. Alright, that looks like a 12 to me. Wow, I love when I'm right. Okay. Let's take this puppy out. Okay, and then the other one, like I said, is back here. Yep, it's definitely still on there, so... Oh my god. There's one down there that I see. I need an extension. Alright, good news. That was the final bolt, so there's... I don't know if you can see what I'm pointing at really well, but there's 1, 2, and then a third bolt down there, and then we should be able to wiggle it loose. Currently struggling to get this first bracket out. I'm following a forum on the internet, but it was referring to these as a GDOB bracket, and I was like, what does that mean? So I looked it up. GDOB, green bracket of death, in reference to the brackets covering the injectors that seem to have 100 bolts each. So cool. Although I'm confused because I think I got all the bolts out, but there's like a hard line attached to it, and then the lines up here going to this, and then, but I don't know how I'm supposed to get it out. There's no more bolts to take out. I don't even know if I can. I just might have to move it out of the way. I don't think that's enough out of the way though. Okay, update. It's kind of hard to see. I have to remove this breathing cover. There's 3 10 mils on it, and then I should be able to take this whole bracket off. So let's try that and see what it does. Oh my god. Hold on, this is nearly impossible to do with one hand. Oh! Success! Finally. Okay, so I had to, like I said, unbolt that little cap underneath. This is what it looks like. There are bolts 1, 2, and 3. They're all 10 mils, and then I just disconnected the hose from this side. I did not know that this cover had the hard line attached to it, but I guess we're learning things as we go. We should be able to get to the fuel rails now. Let's check it out. 1 bolt, 2 bolt. That should free up the fuel line right here. We will kind of pop it off. It'll still be connected to everything else, but we're gonna pop it off. There are 2 clips, 1 for each injector, that I will unplug and then simply pull the injectors out, which are actually right there, if you can see, and the other one is down in there, the little blue boy. After the top 2 12 mils are out, there's also another one down here. Right here where my finger is a third 12 mil that you have to take out in order to fully be able to wiggle this injector, or the fuel rail, enough to be able to pop the injectors out. So let me get my flashlight. There it is. Alrighty, last bolt is out of there, and now we should be able to freely move this fuel rail, which, ready? Oh, it smells like gas. All right. They're out of their respective little homes. Where are you? There's one. There's the other. I have to undo these 2 clips and then I can pull them out. Wow. First one is out. Also forgot to mention, have a rag somewhere nearby to catch the fuel that's gonna drip out of there. There's just a little bit, but just keeping a microfiber there for now. I've never looked at an injector before. This is what they look like, y'all. Focus. Wow, I'm shaking. I'm so excited. Cool. There's an injector. I'm gonna grab the other one out and then we'll put 2 new ones in this side and then do the same thing on that side. Gonna pop it out of there. Ooh, like so, and there's the fuel spilling. Now just unplug it like so. And there you go, another injector. Alrighty, now that we have the driver's side injectors out, I'm going to swap them for the new ones, but first I'm going to confirm that I have the right parts. Always good to just double check and make sure you're putting in the right part, because if not, something could go awfully wrong. But let's see. Wow. Perfect match. They are the same part. Oh, actually, that's kind of weird. They are remanufactured, so that could be why they just look a little different, but I think they're the right ones, so I'm gonna pop them in and see if everything fits how it did before and how it should. I just have to make sure that all these rubber seals are nice and tight and no fuel can get through them, obviously. Fingers crossed. These are the right ones. I didn't get sent the wrong ones, and these will work. Let's see. Alrighty, so now I'm going to pop these 2 new ones back into their respective homes, bolt everything back together, put the frickin' GDOB bracket back on there. Also, I read on a forum that you can... Why is this thing not focusing? You can cut this hard line off of this bracket so you don't have to put the bracket back on, which is what I want to do, but I don't know if I have the tools at home to cut this right now. I might have to do that another time, but at least I know how to take it off. It's kind of a pain in the ass though, I'm not gonna lie. Kind of mad that I have to put this thing back on. Well, second side is not going as expected. I don't know if you can see, this coolant hose just literally tore in half. I was not even pulling it that hard. I was just trying to find ways I could move it without detaching that to get it out of the way for the fuel rails. And it literally just snapped. It's super old and rotted and literally just broke in half, so definitely gonna have to go find another one tomorrow at a parts store or something. Unexpected, but not awful. It's just a little hose, just a minor setback. I guess on the positive side of things, this is way easier to move around now, and I'm just probably gonna set it over here so I can do my work down here. But There's coolant currently seeping out of this hose, so I'm definitely gonna have to refill my coolant system again. There are 5 bolts for this bracket that I need to take off, and then again, fuel rails. Oh my god, like 37 hours later, I swear to god, I got 3 out of the 5 bolts out for this second GDOB bracket. There's 1 bolt that is slowly becoming more and more stripped. Great. And then there's also another bolt that is just like down, under, behind a million different things. Let me try to explain what I'm talking about. So there is the stripped boy, and then there is another bolt. There's like no way I'm gonna be able to show you. Actually, you can see it. That 1 bolt way back there, I have to get out somehow. I have a little wrench, and I tried going back in here and doing it that way, but that didn't work. I tried going this way, that didn't work. I cannot get a socket in there or an extension or anything, so I don't really know what to do about that one. This one that's stripped, worst case, I will just cut it off and then get a new bolt, or just not put that bolt back in, because this bracket's really bothering me and I don't want to put it back on. I don't know if I have to put the passenger side back on, because like I said, the driver's side I'm able to cut, and then I can just keep that hard line instead of the whole bracket. I'm not sure if the same is possible on this side. I do have another coolant reservoir. It is just a OEM replacement, used one, but it's in better condition than my current one. So when I put the coolant hose back on, I will put the new coolant reservoir on, and then also maybe upgrade some of the hoses in there, because that is just gonna happen again to all the other ones. It's already happened in the past. That's why I have this Samco turbo inlet boot, and then there were some more down there. Sadly, I'm going to have to put a timeout on this project for tonight. The 1 bolt is pretty stripped. It's not all the way stripped, but it's basically getting there, and I don't want to strip it all the way. But I don't really think there's anything I could do about it now. Like I said, I wanted to see if I could just take the bracket off as a whole and leave it off. Also, the coolant hose snapped in half, so I'll have to go to a parts store and see if they have one, or if not, order some upgraded ones online perhaps, but then I'll have to wait for those to come in the mail. This is taking longer than expected, but I don't know, I'll have my new coolant reservoir in there, I'll have new hoses and new injectors, so I guess at the end of it, it'll be worth it. But tonight I have to put a timeout on everything. There's not really much more I can do right now, unfortunately. I'll grab a Dremel from the shop tomorrow and then bring it back here and hopefully be able to get the rest of the bolts out, and then deal with the coolant stuff at another time. Alrighty y'all, good night for now. I am going to go to bed. I have to be up early in the morning. I will hopefully see you guys tomorrow or Sunday, whenever I get a chance to run to the store and get the hose and the Dremel and blah blah blah. Hello and welcome back. It is day 2 of injectors. You guys remember where we left off because that clip was just playing, but that was a few days for me, so I'm going to mentally remind myself I have to finish taking this other bracket off, fuel rails up, and get the other 2 injectors in. And then I ordered a new hose kit from Mishimoto, and that is getting here Thursday or Friday. And then, like I mentioned before, I had another OEM replacement coolant reservoir tank thingy. Somewhere in this mess over here, so I have to dive through all that and find it, and then I will refill my coolant system, and then I have to burp it, which is always fun. And then what else? Oh, I got a replacement for that hose that snapped in half. I found a stock replacement, so I will throw that in. And then yeah, so basically after today I will be just waiting for the hoses to show up, and then I will install those. Although I'm thinking I might make that a separate video, so yeah, you might have to wait for the next one to see all of that jazz, but that is coming up. That's my own bad. I don't really know what I did wrong. I used the right wrench. It's a 12 mil. I guess I didn't spray like PB Blaster on it or anything before. I could have done that. Or I was looking up online like other tips on what to do if you have a stripped bolt. But I have some PB Blaster or WD-40 or something, so I'm going to spray that on there and let it sit for a few minutes. That's the other one I have to get out. Then this bracket, this stupid bracket will be off. Yeah, I'm going to grab some supplies I got in my car and the tools and stuff, and we will dive right in. Quick update on the Astra. I finally read the codes today at work, and there are 10 of them. I forgot what they were all for. I have pictures on my phone, I'll show you. I'm grabbing the supplies I got. Got all the goodies. Feel real fancy with this thing. Doesn't want to focus. No spill coolant filling funnel kit. Sick. I have an abundance of OEM hoses, and I believe this is the boy right here. The one that just fell was the one we need, but we have extra in case I need to cut it, or I don't know, make it work. Tools from work, thank you. I'll put them back, I promise. PB Blaster. Oh, actually, I got WD-40 at the store to keep here, so I'm gonna do that. Dremel, you never know. Cut wheel, you never know. My car is normally not this messy. I know it may not look like it because it's pretty messy right now, but normally I like to keep things under control, alright? Oh my god. It's not like ratcheting now. Hold on. It's broken loose though. Wow. Would you look at that? This single bolt was giving me so much stress on Friday night. I was freaking out about it. Thought I was gonna have to cut it out. And then I was also super worried because one of these two injectors was leaking fuel. Like before I swapped them out, obviously it was leaking. So I sprayed that side down with brake cleaner just in case, but I'm so glad I do not have to try to cut this bolt out. It was right here. That was scaring me, but okay, it's out. I only stripped it a little bit. I guess the difference was I used PB Blaster last night, WD-40 today. I smacked it with a hammer a couple times, and then I used a gear wrench. And it came right out. Yay! But we still have that one down there. Fingers crossed this next one will go as easily as that one went, because that was surprisingly super easy. Okay, update. I got the other two injectors already in and the fuel rail is bolted back on. I did find that this plug that goes to this injector, it's broken, so like this part of the clip is snapped off, so it kind of just like, I can pull it on and off without, I mean this part is gone, so it just comes on and off, which is a little concerning. I might see if I can order a new the new plastic part of this housing or something. And then I also I ripped this, I don't know if you can see down there, these wires came out of this plastic housing right there, so I'll have to actually no, it didn't come out, it broke. This plastic part of the plug broke and these wires came flying out, so I will have to re-pin those or just plug them back in or something once I get a replacement. It just breaks off in chunks. This thing was definitely reached its maximum life capacity and said peace out. I'm not doing it anymore. So I am just gonna pull this off, and then like I said earlier, I have another OEM replacement hose. We got Dad in the house. He was checking out his Alante. He was smelling some burnt rubber.
Gotta take care of that beauty.
Gotta take care of it.
32 years old.
She's a beaut. Is it rusty though?
0.
He said.
0.
No rust.
No rust.
No, it's okay. There's the hard line, and here's the rest of this one that came off in about 1 million pieces. Nice. Well, I guess I can just see if it'll fit over.
Yeah.
And then it came with these 2 clamps on it.
Oh, that's supposed to fit on there? Is that? Let's see. Oh, okay. It's got some, at least it's got some flexibility to it. That feels like hard as a rock.
This is the other half.
Oh.
Do you have any tape in here?
What kind of tape?
Duct tape, preferably.
Yeah, to do what?
Just to plug this temporarily. I'm gonna take this off, but if it accidentally falls over, it'll just start spewing out.
Oh. Yeah,
so just like duct tape so I can put it over the hole or something.
Duct tape. Well, oh, here. It's just red. Look at this. Staring me in the face.
Perfect. Thank you.
Yeah.
That should work in theory.
Yeah.
So try to.
That's intended for that? That new one?
Well, I'm not sure. That's the thing.
Where'd you get it?
Nathan had it in his garage.
Oh, okay.
From like one of his engines or something at
Okay.
some point. It looks like it might fit, but I'm not sure. So this is kind of a guess, you could say. Cute.
He's saying a lot of bad words on the radio.
What?
This song, he's saying a lot of bad words.
Saying bad words?
Yeah.
That must not be my music, because I would never listen to music with bad words.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'm sure it's mine that's getting mixed in there.
That's a coolant funnel.
Huh.
Supposedly it has like special attachments. If I got the right one. Alrighty dudes, it is fuel filter time. Here is my fixed fuel filter, part number 33558. My fuel filter is right here. All I have to do is loosen these 2 clamps, pull each hose off, put the new one in, put the hoses back in, and put the clamps back in. Then it's done. So this should be a super quick install. And I just watched a 5-minute YouTube video on a guy doing it, so I am basically an expert now. So yeah, with that being said, let's get this in real quick, and then I think after this I'm gonna call it a night because I'm getting a little sleepy. Just like that. New filters in. That probably took like 5 minutes or something. Yes, I am missing some sort of clamping mechanism that holds the filter to this little bracket here. I don't know where it went. I know it's somewhere in this garage, so I could put that back on. If you're doing this install at home, just make sure that the gas is flowing from the fuel tank, and then it goes in here. It even says it on the top of the filter. If it'll focus, it goes in here and then it goes out to your engine. Sorry, I was reading a text. I don't understand. Anyway, fuel filter is in, and then also note when you start your car again, it will turn over a little more than usual because the fuel that was in the filter is now empty, so it has to refill the filter, and then it should start up. However, I will not be doing that unfortunately today because, like I mentioned, I'm waiting for the coolant hoses to get in, and then I will refill the coolant system, burp it, and then I can finally start my car. So hopefully all goes well when that happens. Okay, another Astra update. Well, it appears that the heads are leaking oil. You can see that all that in there and down here. So that's not good. For now, I'm just gonna throw some extra oil in there. I have it. Where'd it go? We're gonna throw a little bit of oil in there. Top it off. But updates to come about this thing. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what I want to do with it. Alright, no funnel gang. Little drippy, that's not bad. Probably gonna put like, I don't know, that much? That is like a quarter of a quart, I would say. Now let's check this thing. That looks better. I think it could use some more though. Anyway, that's all I wanted to do. Where did that little cap go? Right her. Also, this is a 1.8 liter Eco Check, if y'all were wondering. Does it slide back, bro? How the... You just put it in. Oh yeah. Cool. Alrighty y'all, that concludes today's video. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button down below. It really helps out the channel, and I greatly appreciate every single one of you for watching my videos and commenting on them. I guess this video is semi-inconclusive because I can't start my car and I can't tell if the misfires are gone because I can't drive it around because there's no coolant in it. And I'm missing hoses. So in this video we did injectors and a fuel filter. I feel productive, but at the same time not really because I can't start my car yet to see if it worked, but that's okay. We'll find that out later in the week, I'm sure. I had a lot of fun filming this video. I got pretty dirty. I smell like fuel. I smell like oil. I smell like... So I will see you guys in the next one. Also be sure to follow my Instagram to see updates on the car in between videos. I upload a lot more frequently on there, and as I mentioned, I am trying to upload more frequently on YouTube too. So stay tuned, you'll be seeing a lot more content from me. I'm very excited, and I hope you guys have a great night wherever you are, a great day, whatever it is, make it great, and I will see you in the next one. Bye guys.